everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Zeke Elliott's Cowboys going up against Bell's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Heinz Field. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Shedding the tackle. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
They go to Elliott again. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren McFadden, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Pittsburgh now on offense, a group that only put up 17 points against Chicago in that Week 3 loss. But, Charles, gosh, the AFC North, they lost all 4 games last week.
Cleveland, not a surprise. They lost Indianapolis, but they did have a big, furious rally and almost got back into a tie. How about Baltimore going to London and getting thrashed by Jacksonville? And Cincinnati, maybe the surprise of the day, even though they lost, took Green Bay to the limit at Lambeau Field before losing in overtime. Hard as it is to believe, all of them lost, which means no one gained an advantage on Sunday.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll go again with Bell. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Bryant has it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 31 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Check.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Here's Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Down, it's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. James has it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Elliott. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. The play clock's running down. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. This is Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
They'll run with Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
The lady!
right, small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.